We want to speak about hair, and we want to find out more about baldness in women and men and how to maintain hair health with our guest today, Dr. Armansjah Dara Sjahruddin. Dr. Dara, who is also my very good friend. A very good night, evening for you, Dr. Dara.
Where are you?
Where are you? You're
There
here.
you are.
Hi.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Great to have you here, Dr. Dara.
Hello, Rahmalia. Yes. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so we want to know your comment. We saw
Yes.
Jada Pinkett losing her hair due to sickness. How important is it for
Yes.
people to appreciate their hair? Because sometimes due to illnesses like autoimmune, you can have your hair suddenly gone or maybe patches of baldness appearing on your scalp, right?
Yes. Well, it depends, like the way how you like appreciate the whole body from you. Hair is one of the things in our body that, for some people, like example like me, I will always taking care of my hair and including my skin. I think like more carefully, maybe because especially like I'm a dermatologist, but. In my family, there's I have like a genetic that my rest in peace dad is a baldness, so that's why since I became a dermatologist, I do like treatment my hair like properly, and I still like try to find the best way until now. So I think it's quite important for me.
So you're mentioning that there is always a correlation between a healthy body and a healthy hair. Is that what your point?
Yeah, of course, Alia. If let's say if the way that the lifestyle from if people smoking and then they sleep always like late every night, lack sleep, it's gonna affect body, not only just the hair, but from the skin, metabolism, and then of course the hair. So for me, everything that we have to do, especially when we want to do the treatment for the hair, we have to keep all the balance, because otherwise it's gonna useless.
Wow, staying up late, you may wake up bald.
Okay, let's start sleep earlier. Start since tonight.
Let's.
Okay, Dr. Dara, this is Akhir speaking. So you've mentioned about your story, and related to your late father.
Hereditary.
Do you
Yes.
think that there is connection with genetically or hereditary factors that can cause a baldness or hair loss?
Of course, in evidence base, like we can say like 50-50 and 50-50. Like some of the genetic from the evidence base that a journal that I read, it's because of the genetic. In the family, it runs in the family if the dad or the mom, and usually the kids is only like it's gonna like follow. It's gonna have it's gonna have in the mother or from the father's side genetic, what he has the most, right? So for me, it's like if I know that I have a genetic that a baldness, that I have to taking care of my hair like maybe more carefully than other people. So that's why I'm using, like maybe Rahmalia said like before, like what is a serum, or I wash my hair like 2 days, one time in 2 days, and then I don't use a lot of like, especially if I go dailies for work, I don't use anything that can make my hair like become
wax
not healthy.
or something? Wax or
Yes.
other
Yeah.
products,
That's
heavy
correct.
chemical products.
Yes.
I see. Okay, but in terms of beauty, health, and aesthetics, many people are concerned with their skin, but rarely consider their hair. So what are the advantages of having healthy hair, according to you?
Well, if it's the same like if you do a healthy thing, if you do sport, you run, you do bicycle or triathlon or whatever thing you do, like working out, you're gonna feel like you will have like endorphin hormone in your body. So that's why you feel like more happy, and then you're more acceptable about whatever like it takes in your body. So it's the same if you have a good, if you treatment your hair in a good way, you will feel more. Maybe you will feel more confidence, and then I think it's all related with the way that the lost hair and then ingrown hair as well. If you believe I need you treatment your hair, I'm not talking this in here about like people when they have like an autoimmune or like fungal. It's a disease though. It's a different thing, right? But if we're talking about like a normal people, if they have like a good life, they do sport and they treatment their skin and their hair, I think it's gonna make he or she like do every day. I mean, the way that he do every day in their life daily, it's more what do you call like grateful or something. I mean, you will accept because you already like do the best. I mean, for whatever the result, it's like, I mean, it's up whatever it is, right?
Yeah. So for Jada Pinkett, for example, it is an autoimmune disease, but there's also perhaps like hormonal imbalance or people who got treated for cancer with chemotherapy. They have to have the hair loss somehow. So can you explain what are actually the causes of hair loss? Can it be like a stress, overstress, or things like that?
Yes, of course, stress is one of the things that can make like the lost hair. And then the second, like if they have like autoimmune disease or fungal. But in case of Jada Pinkett, she has a disease makes her lost her hair. That's why we call alopecia. And for now, I mean, if the treatment for alopecia, it's still like, even though I mean I believe in dermatologists around the world, we still like discussion. That's why we still have like every year we have a course before pandemic about hair, the way how you treatment your patient for lost hair, because the system, the weather be affect as well. If you live in tropical country, I mean, it's really humid and hot. It's gonna make more your skin in your head oily, right? So it's gonna make your lost hairs become more easier.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, what about psoriasis? Because I heard some level of psoriasis can also cause hair loss in patches of areas on the scalp, having the follicles not being having productive anymore.
Well. Psoriasis is one of the skin disease that related with autoimmune as well. So that's why when we talk about like I don't know what this disease that Jada Pinkett have, but psoriasis can make like the fungal from the psoriasis disease. I mean, it can make like the dot in your hair. For the lost hair.
All right. So let's now talk about baldness in women and men. So who actually has
potential?
Bigger potential, or who will make more probability in getting baldness? Women or men?
Hopefully not the women.
Okay, let's pray for
this. If we're
this.
talking in, I think Indonesia, we know that a lot of like it's more in men other than in women.
Yep.
Because women usually they become bald. I mean, longer than a man, even though they live every day with they have to like use anything to their hair. But I haven't read about the evidence base why women have like a time longer than a man.
We fight baldness. Better than men. That's right.
Women doesn't get more stress than men, maybe?
I don't know if women has their own way of trying to handle the stress. Don't know about that.
Okay, but maybe this thing can relate it because in baldness, in our body there's a dihydrotestosterone hormone, DHT hormone. It's produced testosterone by enzyme 5-alpha reductase. So that's why men become more easier baldness than women, because our testosterone is bigger than a woman. I think one of the reason is that.
Ah,
Okay, so men has bigger potential of getting baldness, but
Unfortunately.
it happens to
Yes.
women's also. So,
Yeah.
so what can we do to prevent baldness? Do you have any tips for us?
Yeah, if you know, first of all, you have to know your skin. I mean, if you have an oily skin, you have to wash your hair every day
More often.
because
Right.
because over oily can make it's gonna be a start to make alopecia can come anytime.
Oh, okay.
So it triggers it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
What
the
about
triggers.
what about if you want to regrow your hair? Do you have to consume a certain thing like iron or I don't know certain proteins to make
Yes,
sure that
yes.
the hair growth is better or
Yes,
faster?
there's a lot of like multivitamins now that I mean it can help you to keep produce in your body that can make the hair grow every day. I mean basically our skin and our hair is like every day grow, but maybe we cannot see with a bare eye. But from other than zinc or biotin and vitamin C, anything that for regeneration for your cell is good.
But the question is, this is something that I'm very curious about. You know, why do men
Yes.
have baldness on the scalp but not on the hair face area? Why is that?
That's a good question, Alia. Well, maybe I have to check it for the journal from the maths because I haven't. We never talk about. I mean, why the bones only in head in the bird is still there.
It's fine, but only the head is bald.
Right. So, Dr. Dara,
Yes,
you've just
yes.
mentioned one tips, wash our hair
Yes.
every day for the oily type of skin on the head. So, what other tips
Yes.
that maybe you can share with us?
Well, it depends. I mean, if I'm talking to you, I mean, because you do the, I mean, TV in like presenter like today. If you do it every day, but if you do it every day with you, what do they always spray to your hair for makeup or something, right? So it's a start that you have to taking care that you have to wash your hair every day, and try to find a good serum that that you already like read a lot of review about it. Because from my experience as a doctor, that I have some of my patients that they still can grow their hair back, but they use the multi-treatment. Like they taking care, they took the vitamins, they use the serum, they use the shampoo, and then they try to live in a healthy life. So if you ask about how to make like our hair like it's, I mean, in the healthy condition, that we have to make everything in balance. And if we know that we have like a genetic that can make alopecia or baldness one day, that we have to start taking care of it from the whatever that you can start it. I mean, if I already started like I think 5 years ago, because I see my dad who I love so much, but I mean, but I hope that I can be, you know, like for him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dara, for sharing with us.
Yes,
Hopefully,
thank
we
you.
can make our hair stay there longer, as
Yes.
long as possible, right?
The first tip we can do right now is just sleep earlier, right?
Sleep
now.
earlier and try to
Yeah.
avoid a lot of chemicals on the head.
Yeah.
Thank you so much once again, Dr. Dara.
Yeah.
I never knew that
Thank
you were a
you,
big fan of
guys. Thank
Captain
you.
America, but anyhow, you look great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Stay safe.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Take care.
Yeah, stay healthy and stay safe and stay healthy.